Khloé Kardashian questions Kris Jenner about rumors regarding her marriage to Corey Gamble. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Khloé Kardashian has always been the kind of person who likes to know everything going on around her, especially when it comes to her family. She's very close to her mom, Kris Jenner, and it's clear she doesn't like to be left in the dark. So when she started hearing whispers that her mother might have secretly gotten married to her longtime boyfriend, Corey Gamble, without telling anyone, she decided it was time to get some answers straight from the source. She didn't want to jump to conclusions, but the number of people saying the same thing made her curious. In a sneak peek of an upcoming episode of The Kardashians, which airs on Hulu, Khloé brings the topic up during a casual conversation with Kris. She's not being aggressive or rude, but you can tell she's really trying to figure out the truth. She tells her mom that she's been hearing from many different people, 4, to be exact, that Kris and Corey might have gotten married secretly, without telling anyone in the family or the public. That's a big deal, especially for a family that lives so much of their lives in front of the cameras. Kris doesn't seem too shocked by the question. In fact, she laughs a little and quickly responds, saying she is not secretly married. Her reply is calm, almost playful, and she doesn't seem offended. But Khloé isn't ready to let the conversation end there. She wants proof. She asks her mom to show her hands so she can take a better look at her fingers. She notices that Kris is wearing a large yellow stone on the finger where people usually wear a wedding ring. That only adds to Khloé's suspicion. She points at the ring and says that it definitely looks like something a married person would wear. Kris, clearly amused, tells her daughter to stop overthinking. She makes it clear that if she were to get married, there's no way she would do it quietly or secretly. She reminds Khloé of who she is, someone who loves big events and parties. According to her, there's no chance she would tie the knot without throwing a huge celebration. That kind of event is something she would absolutely want to share with her children, her close friends, and even the fans who've been following her life for years. Even though Kris gives that explanation, Khloé still isn't totally convinced. The fact that 4 different people told her the same thing makes her feel like there might be something going on that her mom isn't telling her. She says it again to Kris, making it clear that this rumor isn't just a one-time thing she overheard. It's something she's heard multiple times, and she's really trying to get to the bottom of it. That's when Kris decides to put an end to the guessing. She raises her voice just a little, not in anger, but to show that she means what she's saying. She swears to her daughter that she is not married. And to make her words even more powerful, she says she swears on all her kids and on their late father. That's a serious way of making a promise in their family, and Khloé understands that. Hearing that makes her finally believe her mom. There's a certain level of trust and love between them, and Kris knows how to calm her daughter's worries. So, no, Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble are not married, at least not as far as Kris is saying. But that doesn't mean they're not living like a couple. In fact, they currently live together in a beautiful home, and their relationship seems to be going strong. They've been together since 2014, which is a long time, especially in the celebrity world where relationships can often come and go quickly. Despite the age difference between them, Kris being 66 and Corey being 41, they seem to have built a strong bond over the years. Kris speaks warmly about how Corey has been helping her settle into their home. She talks about how wonderful he has been when it comes to managing things around the house. She says that Corey has taken on a lot of responsibilities, especially when it comes to keeping the house safe. Security is a big concern for someone as famous as Kris, and it seems like Corey has really stepped up in that area. She appreciates how much he does and how he makes things easier for her. Khloé, always the curious one, jokes about whether Corey is now the head of security. She wants to understand just how involved he is in that part of Kris's life. Kris laughs and says, basically, which shows that Corey is definitely playing a major role in protecting their home and keeping things in order. She even goes further to say that she loves that side of Corey. She describes him as being very protective, and she says it with a big smile. That kind of protectiveness is something she finds comforting, especially given how busy and public their lives can be. Even though the topic started with a funny rumor, the conversation between Khloe and Kris shows a deeper side of their relationship. Khloe isn't just being nosy, she genuinely cares about her mom and wants to make sure she's okay. She wants to be part of the big moments in her mother's life, and if there was going to be a marriage, she would definitely want to be there to celebrate it. And Kris, in her own way, shows that she respects Khloe's questions and doesn't get angry or dismissive. Instead, she handles it with a mix of humor and honesty. This kind of interaction is what keeps fans interested in the Kardashian family. Even with all their fame and money, they deal with rumors, questions, and moments of doubt just like everyone else. What sets them apart is how they talk things out, how they show their love for each other, and how they keep things interesting, even when it's something as simple as a conversation about a ring. Corey Gamble might not be Kris Jenner's husband on paper, but it's clear that he plays an important role in her life. Over the years, fans have watched their relationship grow and change. At first, people had a lot of questions about who Corey was and whether he was a good match for Kris. But he has slowly shown that he truly cares for her and is willing to step up when needed. From taking care of the house to being someone Kris can rely on, Corey has proven himself in many ways. Kris is known for being a strong woman who has built an empire, raised 6 children, and handled countless challenges over the years. So, for her to speak so highly of someone like Corey shows that he must be doing something right. She doesn't give compliments easily when it comes to relationships. But when she talks about Corey's protectiveness and how he takes care of their home, you can hear the appreciation in her voice. Khloe's decision to ask her mom about the marriage rumors might seem small to some people, but it highlights something very real: families need to communicate. Even in families with lots of cameras and media attention, the best way to handle rumors or confusion is through honest conversations. And that's exactly what happened between Khloe and Kris. It was a moment filled with love, laughter, and a little bit of detective work. In the end, there was no surprise wedding, no hidden ceremony, and no secrets between mother and daughter. What we got instead was a warm, funny, and honest look at how this family sticks together, supports each other, and keeps each other grounded, even when the whole world is watching. The ring on Kris's finger may have started the rumor, but the truth was much simpler. She's not married. She's just in love, and for now, that seems to be enough for her. And for Khloe, that answer brought peace of mind. She had asked her questions, looked for clues, and finally heard the words that helped her relax. Her mom had nothing to hide. Just a lovely relationship, a beautiful home, and a man who's always looking out for her. That's the kind of love story that doesn't need a big party to be real. It just needs trust, communication, and family support, which the Kardashians seem to have plenty of. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.